A guten Erev Shabbos. In 1986, I had the tremendous chus to travel to the former Soviet Union to teach the Jews who were living there at the time. We were instructed that we shouldn't walk around in Russia with our black hats and jackets, but rather to purchase a casquette, a hat, and to blend into the community. We came to Russia with my casquette, and one of the fellows says to me, "Do you think we don't recognize that hat was purchased at Macy's in New York?" Which brings us to a pasuk and a Rashi at the beginning of this week's parsha. The pasuk says, "Ve'ela toldos Yitzchak ben Avram." These are the descendants of Yitzchak ben Avram. Avram hoildes Yitzchak. Avram fathered Yitzchak. And Rashi asks the obvious question. It's redundant. Of course, if Yitzchak is a son of Avram, then Avram gave birth to Yitzchak. And Rashi answers that the Leitzonei Hadar, the scoffers, the cynics, said that Yitzchak was conceived from Avimelech. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu specifically fashioned the features of Yitzchak to resemble that of Avram. In Al Pi Chassidus, the Chassidic interpretation of this is that Avram served Hashem through chesed, through love. Yitzchak served Hashem through gvura, the idea of fear. And the Leitzonim, the scoffers, the cynics, said that Yitzchak is not an extension of Avram. He's different than Avram. It's a different type of avoid that's totally separate than Avram. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu formed the features of Yitzchak to resemble that of Avram, because the physical features express the spiritual state, to indicate that Avram and Yitzchak, although they had a different way of serving Kadosh Baruch Hu, was merely two sides of the same coin. That both of them served Hashem, and their intention was to spread godliness in the world, and each one had a specific way and a manner which he did it. I'd like to apply that idea and that message to the current situation. Every single one of us was shaken to the core by what's going on, what occurred in Eretz Yisrael and continues to occur in Eretz Yisrael and worldwide. And we each want to respond to the situation. And we have to recognize that the Gemara says that each person has a particular mitzvah which is zor tzvei. There's certain people who excel in davening, and their way of responding to the situation is by improving and increasing in their kavanah in davening. There are those who excel in tzedakah. There are those who excel in saying Tehillim. There are those who are community activists and can organize events like the remarkable Unity event that took place in Washington. 300,000 Jews gathering together on behalf of Klal Yisrael. But we have to recognize that there are some who wear black hats. There are some who wear a casquette. There are some who wear a casquette that was bought in Macy's. There are some who wear a kippah sruga. It doesn't make a difference. We each serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu with our unique dress in our unique way. We have to care for each other, respect for each other, not say my way is the only way to get this done, but rather by appreciating what we do and appreciating what the other person brings to the table. Collectively, all of us together, united as one, will ultimately achieve the outcome of ensuring a victory for Klal Yisrael, and the ultimate victory, the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu B'mheira B'yameinu Mamish. Have a wonderful Shabbos.